I'm 30.
How tall are you?
I'm 38. I'm 38.
What's dating like at your height?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
Bro, this is fuck bitches tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you pull a girl?
Check this out. Hey.
Oh, the man is wrist up.
God, give me this.
So wait, so how'd you get there? How'd you get him to do that?
Hey, you know what?
What?
Fuck it, right? You live once.
Yeah.
You live once.
So what's your best advice for everybody else out there who might be struggling with their height and they're insecure about it?
Baby, what's up, baby?
You work out, man?
Yeah, I do.
How much you bench?
120.
120 pounds. How much you weigh?
I need 280.
You weigh 280? You're not 280 pounds, bro.
Look, right now.
Episode 37, Robin Queefers was 37 when she wrote her book, Whatever. We all have shitty parents. Mine just leave me at the lake house for weeks on end.
Unboxing Eric, he's just a little guy. How can he cause this much drama? Watch him fly. Unboxing Eric.
Look at me. I'm flying with balloons.
He was our little guy. He was an annoying little twerp, but he was a little twerp.
How do you
Eric.
stop this thing?
Unboxing Eric. Our little twerp.
I can see Kelly Clarkson's house from here.
Our little perfection. Unboxing Eric.
How far till I get to Stearns?
Thank you, Howard, for bringing us this gift.
Get me down from here, you motherfucker.
Unboxing Eric. You know what to do.
I think I am gonna be sick.
Unboxing Eric. You know what to do.
Hello, Stern.
Unboxing Eric.
I'm starting to get a little horny DJ Electra. I'm almost in my full boner phase, and I am just starting to notice how enormous your fun bags are. I've got my eye on you.
Hey-o! He's got his eye on you, Electra.
God, why is he telling me about his horniness? I don't need to know.
He's getting hornier, Electra. Yes, we are advanced in the story where Eric's about to hit on you every show. It's gonna get thick.
Thick with I'm frozen.
Thick with midget dick up in here. How about that midget, or little person? I'm sorry. At the beginning, huh? With that confidence is what Eric was missing. When I saw that clip, I'm like, imagine. Eric had this kind of confidence, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, he would have been dangerous though if he had any more confidence. Very
Can you
dangerous.
imagine Eric rolling around and pointing to his cheeks and just beautiful women coming up and kissing him? That was amazing. By the way, listen to how beautifully quiet and serene it is. That's right, Luigi is muted, which is always fun to start the show.
I wasn't talking. I was clickety-clacking.
Oh, okay. We're just making sure. With us always is the great Luigi Greenberg.
Hello, Luigi.
Hello.
Luigi, you had us on your show last week, Skeptical Robot. I learned a lot. I crammed, so it's still sort of decompressing in my mind. But we had a fun time. It was a great show. Have you got any feedback on the show? What did people think?
People said it was amazing, and
Well, congratulations.
it has a 100% Rotten Tomato score and
Now I know
a
you lied.
Metacritic rating of 38.
Well,
I don't
well,
know.
we had fun, and if you would like to see DJ Electra and myself, very confused for a while, and then just kick the game's ass.
Yeah.
We did win, by the way. Electra won, and she won a prize, and I think she did very well with the prize. So congratulations, DJ Electra, who is also here with us tonight. How you doing, Tits? Who also has a new show called Born to Sleuth. Nice shirt. If you look there, she even has her own shirt. Oh my God, they're all advertising their own shows now. It's almost over, people. I've almost been pushed out. I'm almost.
I didn't even realize that. You're right.
Guys, come on. Let me just do the show a little bit. All right. Just kidding. Now how do I get the fuck back? All right. There we go. So
Is
now
she
Electra's
okay?
muted.
Is she dead? Did she
Yeah,
die?
she froze.
My animes is not responding. It's gonna
That's okay.
crash.
That's okay. We are getting her a new computer by hell or high water. If you see us going to prison for bank robbery, you'll know why. Oh, this goddamn computer. That will be our defense. The computer defense. It'll be a first in the legal circles. Our computer. Our
I
GPU
need to
was
get a
so
new
bad.
computer, you guys. If you have good deals on good computers, like really good computers, let me know.
Yes, let her know.
Anyone, someone,
yeah.
please help me.
Out of the 30 people on all our platforms, any one of you own an electronics store, hit us up. The odds are very low. But
Or
hey, you
build
never know.
computers. Someone
Yeah.
that builds computers would even help.
Yeah, we're going to find one. But that's not what this is about. This is the show you come to every Sunday night to hear the calls in a row from the greatest caller to the Howard Stern show ever, one Eric Lynch.
It's true.
Hell yeah.
A.K.A. Eric the Midget, A.K.A. Eric the actor. We love this little guy. We're both... People on the panel are sort of have related issues. That's why DJ Electra here also has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And so she...
Go
we give-
EDS. No, just
Yes.
kidding. It fucking
And-
sucks.
Yeah. And I of course, fuck a bed like Eric did. Thank you. We both
That's your
sacrifice in our own.
disorder.
We both sacrifice in our own ways. We're still waiting for Luigi. How Luigi ties into Eric. I think that's going to be the big reveal at the end of this.
I have crab claw hands.
Okay. Congratulations.
That's why you were clacking away on your computer?
It's very hard to type with crab claws.
It explains why you also don't have wires on your computer. You just keep cutting them every time one is attached. You're like, oopsie. And so I just
it's an
gotta go
accident.
wireless.
I just keep cutting wires wherever I go.
Crabs would be wireless. Crabs would be wireless. If we learn anything tonight, crabs
Luigi
would be
has
wireless.
crabs.
I have crab claws.
He said he has crabs, you guys.
That's rough. That's a rough one to take on the chin. Literally. Luigi. But we are up to call 146, people. 146. So
It's amazing.
we're making hay. We're not going to try to kill you tonight with an hour-long call because this is my 7th show of the week, and I'm done. I'm done. I want to lay down, never wake up. No, I want to wake up. All right. What do you guys think? Are you excited about the call? Eric is in the middle of job hunting, but not really. But if you give him $80,000 a year to just give VIPs a handy in the towel room, the back of Arco Arena, he'll take it.
All right.
Any thoughts? No thoughts. Okay, that was a question. We didn't
I
get
thought
any
he was
answers.
going to be the master of ceremonies at the porn place, the porn thing.
No, he turned that down because
He turned it down
apparently
because he was a cokehead.
No, hold on. God damn it. He displayed the actions of someone on possible drugs like cocaine. Get this right. We got to go back to training. We got to go back to training, Electra.
You have to hand it to Eric. He knew how to not invoke any kind of legal liability with his accusations.
He really did. He was smart about that. How did he get so smart? Well, because he was a little person. Maybe he studied the law around little people and learned terminology. Oh no, Electra disappeared.
Oh.
No, Electra.
I wonder if that is a specialty, little people law. Because if it is,
hold on. Don't say no more, because that is a sitcom we have to write.
Little People Law.
Yeah, it's just a law office of little people, and they only represent little people.
Little People, Big Law.
Little people, big law.
Oh, that would be a good show.
Yes.
I like that. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. All right, so
Little
Electra,
people, big law. That's
I like it.
awesome.
I like
maybe
it.
your best joke in 37 episodes. Congratulations! We got a winner. About time. Luigi made a joke.
That's what I do here.
I feel like a proud father who's finally watching his son ride a bicycle, even though every day for the last 37 weeks I've been pushing him on and he keeps falling down. And I'm like, one day it'll happen. And then today it happened and he rode 10 feet.
My value that I bring is surprise, the element of surprise.
No,
I
and then he fell
Never
right
claimed
back
to
down.
be a comedian.
And your giggle. I value your giggle.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's his. I value the misshapedness of his testicles. Thank you.
Why would you know that?
Don't
Who
ask.
knows?
Electra.
He's only
Speaking
felt
of
them,
speaking of speed running through ball sacks, are you ready for a little unboxing Eric recap?
Hell yeah. Let's
All right,
go.
you're trying to figure out what those things had to do. Nothing. They had nothing to do. Here we go.
Recap of calls 143 to 145. ETM hates Lisa G, likes Julie. Lisa G takes shits at work. ETM desperate for a job. ETM living off SSI for 14 years. ETM wants to be a greeter at Arco Arena. You spelled it wrong. Light the beam. ETM not in the LPA. ETM does spelling mistakes like Stucho. Exotic erotic ball Grand Marshal not 8K in cash turned down by ETM. ETM will not work with cokeheads. Johnny wants ETM to take jobs. Johnny wants ETM to sign ringtone deal. He never signs. Artie's Johnny impression. I'm a gay papa song. ETM hated last week's shows.
I'm a gay papa song. Sounds like an Asian man.
That's
Gay
what
papa
I'm a
song.
gay papa song.
Gay Papa San.
I would like a number 2 gay papa song. I did spell a greater wrong. But he did want to be greater. I think he also wanted to be greater. So
But it's supposed
you're
to be
gonna give me that.
greeter.
I know. God damn it.
You really confused me. You do it on purpose, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, totally on purpose, 100%. Got me. But anyway, so yes, we learned that Eric is looking for work. Lived off of SSI now for nearly 2 decades. Wants to kind of be known by fame. He just wants to be around famous people. I put this together like on a run. I'm like, every job that he lists, even if I have to serve them tacos in the green room, as long as I'm near him, put me near him. Just put me near famous people. And so that's where we're at tonight in call 146 and 147. Anything else before we get started here, guys?
What does a greeter at Arco Arena do? Is that like a member of security?
Well, he corrected that. You're right. I just put that because that's what they said. He's
Right.
like, I don't want to be a greeter. I want to be whatever in the VIP section.
Like wants
whatever.
to be like a cashier or something more
I
important.
want to
He
look at
thinks more
famous
important.
faces from my chair all day. That's
You know,
all
they
he
have
wants to
like
do.
Down syndrome people or old people at, Lowe's that greet you when you come in.
Yeah.
Those greeters.
That's
Oh,
ironic.
they have that at
That's
Arco Arena also?
Lowe's
I didn't
is
know
an
that either,
ironic.
but I guess.
Lowe's is a very that name to have that kind of greeter. That's not good. That is not. Yeah, it's not called Downs. All right. Here we go. Are we guys ready for some calls tonight? I smell something. What is that? Is that bacon? What is that thing? Oh, it's an egg attack! It smells like bacon. I don't know why. I love the smell of bacon. I just don't eat it.
What if
Smell
Eric
it, but I
smelled
don't eat
like bacon?
it. Maybe that.
I'd eat them.
Yeah. See? Nosedive, folks. Oh, he was up on the bike and then just plop. That's okay. We'll put them training wheels back on, big guy.
I don't joke about bacon.
I'm sure you don't. You will let all. Quit touching your microphone. What are you
Oh,
doing?
you can hear that? Shit. All right, sorry. That's why I was muted earlier. Shit,
No,
sorry.
it's like his claws. He does have claws. He's trying to grab a glass next to him. It's just like ting, 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 ting.
I was trying to
I don't
straighten
think we-
something out. All right, I was trying to straighten out my wires, but I cut them because of my crab claws.
Yeah. he
Yeah.
crab claws. Yeah. All right, folks. Enough about Luigi's crab claws. And time to get to the calls, and I am not prepared. So, how's chat doing?
Hey, we got a celebrity in chat.
No.
We also had a super chat earlier.
Gray
Oh, can you-
alien.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
our
pick up the-
celebrity.
Mr. Catalano.
No.
Oh, is the real Catalano
great-
TV the real?
I really
Josie,
don't know.
though?
Who knows
honestly.
nowadays? There's
I
like
don't
500
know.
of 'em.
We have no idea if that's the real one.
I know there
Well,
was
if it is,
a super chat though.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, we did get a super chat from Joe Black for $1.99.
Oh,
Score.
and
I mean,
it is-
act. Thank you, my favorite.
No, you have to say that a certain way. It's my favorite.
Oh, my favorite.
oh, she's gonna love Richard Christie. I
She
think.
will love Richard. Yes.
And I just checked, and that is the real Joey C. Welcome, Joey C. It's good to have
Thank
the real
you.
Catalano. It's good to have any Catalano TV in the chat. We're in need of people. No, we're okay, but it's good to have you in here, Joey. I know you don't watch many shows, so it's an honor. And thank you, Joe Black, for your.
Hold on,
$1.99
wait.
goodies.
I was actually just told that is not the real Catalano TV. What can we do to prove that is the real Catalano? I
It's
was
the
told.
real one.
Is it?
He
Okay.
says,
Yeah.
"Hello, everyone. It is I."
Okay. That does it for me.
That's
That
all you
doesn't
need.
really sound like the real Joey C would say something like that.
It is I, the Shakespearean version of Joey C.
Yeah.
Tis
Joey
hither
doesn't know
this
Shakespeare.
thus evening to fairest be unto twattage. I don't know.
I'm convinced.
It is. You can in your phone is how you can check that out.
Got it.
And so.
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Joey.
Thank
C.
you very much.
Holy shit! Don't give us money, Joey. Just watch the show. Everyone else give us money. Joey, you relax. It's. But anyway, you guys ready for some calls?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm not. I'm excited.
You're still not ready?
I think we
No,
should
I
just
am
play
ready.
a gay papa for 2 hours.
I have it in here and I almost erased it, and then I'm like, I
No,
should keep
do not
that
erase
in
that.
here. Just you know what else I kept in here? That.
That's okay.
So that's not.
As long as you got rid of lonely eyes.
No, I'm never getting rid of that. All right, people, here we are. Call 146. Unboxing Eric. 17 minutes in. I'm sorry.
Eric the Midget, you're on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let me clarify something.
Oh,
the
off
job
to a
I'm
great
looking
start.
for is not a greeter at the arena or at a hotel.
See,
What
not
I
a
want to
greeter.
do is at the arena or at the Sleep Train amphitheater is work with the backstage staff, and what the tour managers would do is email me the list of what their musical acts would like to have in their dressing rooms and backstage when they get to the arena or the amphitheater, and I would make sure that it's there.
Well, seeing that there is no job like that available, here's a guy in the email.
That job is already taken.
Right. Here's a guy in the email offering you a job where you could sell toner for printing machines over the phone.
Or from home is what
From
he said.
home.
I don't know how he's going to do it.
How do you feel about that job? That doesn't suit you. I know, because you want to be a rock star. You want to be hanging out with...
You want to help Kelly Clarkson
Yeah.
to her dressing room.
Hey, by the way, Eric, you'll be interested to know this. You won't take the toner job, by the way, will you? That would be real work.
It sounds like, because half of what I would do with that other job I would do from here in my room.
But there is no job, Eric.
You see, there's an imaginary job that you have in your head, and then there's a real job selling toner over the phone.
What, you
The
never,
real job doesn't interest you.
you never heard on
Have we ever talked about what Eric's one legitimate job was?
I don't think we have yet. No.
Okay. Do you want to, or do you want to wait for
Yeah,
it?
no, this is the episode. Absolutely.
Oh,
I mean,
it is. Well, okay. Well, then.
No. No, I'm saying this would be an episode to talk about his jobs, because both calls are about Eric, what he will and what he won't do. You know.
Okay. Well, if you got to pick one job, DJ Electra, you not knowing the full back history of Eric, what would you think his one job would be? That if I were to tell you he had one legitimate job.
Never gonna get this.
Teabagger.
Okay, that's good. That's a very good guess.
It is a guess. Very good. That's liberal, but yeah.
He was
Am
a
I
travel.
wrong? He would be
was
good
a
at
travel
that. That would
agent.
be like right up his lane.
yeah,
Travel agent.
he was a travel agent.
Well, he would know more about teabagging than traveling.
I
No,
agree.
He was pretty well traveled, I think. He'd been to
Yeah,
Vegas like a couple times.
Well, this was before that, though. Yeah.
I
Like-
totally forgot about that.
Hey, Blind Mike gifted 10 Hack Ride Studios memberships.
These gifted members subs are making me hard.
No, they make Mike
Aw.
hard. Thank you, Mike. That is
Thank you, Blind Mike.
That's real. And look who got the first one: Blind Mike and Joey C. Oh,
Nice.
it's like Superman and Iron Man meet. It's like two different comics. It's a mashup. It's amazing. We also got Double Dabble, David Wilson, Schwab. Hey Dylan, how you doing? You got roped into that somehow. Mason in Portland.
Hello.
Hey Mason. Evan Brennan, who's a new person around here. Smoking Lesbo. My favorite name of the night, I think.
Smoking Lesbo.
I've
Is
seen,
there
I've
any
seen
other
her around.
kind?
I've seen her around before. Yeah.
Non-smoking Lesbo would have made me laugh harder, but I like smoking Lesbo onomatopoetically. Thank you. Isaac Walmart. Isaac! What's up, brother? Len Christmas. Oh, Christmas. Dorian Morgan. You just are very, very nice to us, Blind Mike. Thank you so much, Blind Mike Erie.
Thank
And
you,
people
Mike. Great
that
show
got
today.
those-
Thank you.
Go watch his show.
Oh, yes.
The
Absolutely.
Blind
Go
Mike
watch
Project.
Absolutely great show. BlindMike.net for all the Blind Mike stuff. And people, you can't get rid of those memberships now. A blind guy bought them for you. Thank you. That's right. Oh, what would that say about your character to not renew after that? You got it as a gift, people. Embrace it. Embrace it. Thank you, Blind Mike. Had a great show today.
Extra.
Oh, and this Thursday, WTATS will be on his channel, and we might be over there too. So check it out Thursday if you like more of the weird people on the Blind Mike show.
Sorry, I felt like I ditched school today, Mike. Sorry about that.
The intro was awesome.
I was in Mexico. I went to Mexico.
She often crosses the border. I don't ask why, Mike. I don't ask why.
You know, the list of.
Yes, I've heard of jobs that, I'll tell you another job I heard. A rock star. But I can't get that job. See? So if someone says to me, you want to be on the radio or you want to be a rock star, I take the radio job because that's the one I can get.
Movie star.
A movie
Can't
star.
get it.
I would like that job, too. I would like to be a big movie star like Tom Cruise or someone of this nature, Jack Nicholson. See? But I can't get that job. So I take the job I can get. So here's your choice.
Eric's entertainment eyes were bigger than his entertainment tummy. You know what I'm saying?
But it's also his. I mean, we've talked about this 1,000 times before, but it was his naivete that made him think that all he had to do was meet the right person and he could be a movie star. He could share a screen with Tom Cruise if he just met the right person.
But wouldn't you also agree he was not wrong? He just didn't last long enough to be right. You think right now he would? I don't think right now Eric would have. He wouldn't be like a Perry figure. He would be like, like a mini-me was. Sort of like it had been in movies, kind of revered, but had a private life, had bitches on the side.
You just called
Like,
it it. He just said it. It was in movies.
Well, it was technically. Maybe,
I agree with you.
I've been in LA way too long. Everyone's just an it to me now, so I just stay out of trouble. Yes. All right. Back to the tape.
Choice. You've got an imaginary job in your head that no one is offering you and no one cares for you to do. You know, you're not going to be getting beers for the Rolling Stones.
And how would you get them anyway?
Well, it's beside the point. There's no job available. Or would you want to sell toner over the phone? My inclination is you're going to hold out for the imaginary job.
Quick story, real quick. Girl first got to L.A., had to find jobs after the recording studio stuff, and I was doing band. So my bass player introduced me to a toner salesman boiler room. And I did that for like a year. They turned over the room like 4 times. And I kept always coming back. They kept calling me back, but I never moved up to closer. I was a good opener. Hi, how you doing? I have that like stupid high voice that Midwestern ladies like. But funny thing about the how I can wrap that story up. So they went from toner, and then I eventually quit. 3 weeks later, they started selling this stupid thing called Bitcoin on the same sort of way in a boiler room. My bass player goes back over there, puts a little Bitcoin away from himself every time he sells some. And he's the richest motherfucker I know on the planet Earth right now.
Holy crap!
so,
you could
yeah.
have been so good at that.
Yeah, I was good at selling toner. I would have been amazing at selling something that actually had value. But at the time, it didn't. It would have been a harder sell because the toner was a lie. The toner was like, "Hi, go to your Xerox. I'm your toner guy. It's the X20, right?" And they're like, "No, it's the Z11." Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, it's the Z11. Yep, you're due for some oil, so you gotta buy some oil. It's $100. Oh, and you're just looking for the lady that's new there and knows nothing. Carol, we called her Carol. And you're looking for a Carol, and then Carol will be like, "Oh, it's time to order. Okay, where do I send the check?" And boom, you got yourself a hot one. You pass that off to the closer, and then you go out and listen to some Rush.
How much toner needs to be sold over the phone? That seems crazy.
They would sell you fucking hundreds of dollars worth at one time. Like, "Oh, we're signing you up for a new year, so that'll be $500. Here's the invoice. We're sending you the toner. Everyone high five, and let's do another rail." It was good times. Anyway.
Am I correct?
I would have sold the shit out of Bitcoin.
You don't know if I will or I won't.
Well,
I'm
we're
asking.
you now.
That's why I'm asking you.
I would probably have interest in doing that other job.
All right. Well, I'm going to pass that information on to you. And before long, I expect a call going, "Hello, would you like to buy some toner?"
You didn't sell it like that, Howard. You got to get Carol.
Would you like to stop being an ass?
Why is that me being an ass?
We all want to still be an ass.
Yeah. That's our job. If I stop being an ass, I'll be selling toner.
Yeah.
You have to take your job.
Stop with the voice is what I'm trying to say.
Well, can't they do impressions of you?
No.
That's the,
interest you in some coffee?
I feel like this moment needs to just be noted. You know what I mean. But I'm speechless that we've gotten here. I don't even know what I'm really trying to say, but this is people who know. I think you know that this is just an iconic moment right now that's happening given what happens in the future. And to hear it, I think this is the first time that I've heard him say it on this show. Stop with the voice. And it almost makes me like a little emotional because we just know how the future plays out. And a lot of great memories ahead.
You see the title of this call, Luigi? You see that down there? The yellow?
I don't have pauses.
Can you believe this man would say that?
I mean,
when I heard that, I had to listen like 10 times.
I'm like wrapped up in emotion. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm wrapped up in happiness and anticipation and nostalgia. Like so many things wrapped up because of this moment right now. I never thought we were gonna get here, and we're here.
Electra's so annoyed. This
I know.
This is the most annoying thing to do to someone who doesn't know what you're talking about. Electra's gonna be so awesome. We can't tell you, but it's gonna be so awesome.
And I don't even know it's gonna
I'm getting verklempt just hearing him get so emotional.
I don't know if it's gonna be as awesome for you, but living through this every day,
30 years from now, Electra, when you're reflecting on it,
day after day. And it building and building brought just so much joy and happiness in my life that it's now pinpointed to this right now. It's like finding the origin of something, in a field. I don't know how to even describe it. The origin of something that makes you happy, and you simply found where it came from.
Well, I gotta say that doing the show the way that we've done it, listening to these calls in a row over kind of a condensed amount of time, has made me appreciate like all of this so much more than I ever did.
Yes.
When I listened to just as a casual fan, that the story is so much deeper and human in so many other levels, and it's so much funnier. And we really hit on something here in going in order, because we're able to sort of remember where they just were 5 years ago and see the change now. What you're describing like almost being like a fifth dimensional creature.
Yes.
Jumping above a three-dimensional creature and looking at their life simultaneously in 2 points of being in both places at the same time and having that emotion and seeing growth and seeing change.
Yes, much like the movie Arrival.
Yes, the greatest sci-fi movie ever. You know it and you love it.
Got another super chat.
We did get another super chat from My Lost Interest. Hey, buddy,
Oh,
$1.99. Thank
Hey,
you so
thank
much.
you. Thank you.
It says Fred's unapologetic Eric impression is gold.
100%.
And we are currently great segue because we are going to currently listen to Fred pulverize Eric with it right now.
I do impressions of you.
No.
Can I interest you in some copier machine lubrication?
You know, the thing is, if you became good at selling toner, you could probably become a multimillionaire.
Yeah, you could be the man. The toner man.
I also sell wipes to clean the glass.
So I'm going to pass that information.
We did sell accessories. I forgot.
Are you serious?
Oh my God!
Yes.
You did sell wipes.
Funny.
No, I don't think we had wipes. We had like towels. Some shit where they're like, hey, make sure they put that extra $80 for that other bullshit that's worthless. And I'm like, God damn, you're going to hell. And I'm gonna go out and listen to Rush and have a cigarette.
On to you.
You know, I don't really talk like that at all.
Yes, you do, Eric.
No, I don't. I don't have long fucking ass pods.
Yes.
He doesn't have long ass fucking pauses. What do you guys not understand about this? That was totally in a row with no pauses. I don't get you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that deserves a second listen here. Let's go back and listen to this.
To clean the glass.
He's fuming right now in his
Yes.
PJ pants.
Fuming.
He is absolutely.
So I'm going to pass that information on to you.
You know, I don't really talk like that at all.
Yes, you do, Eric.
No, I don't. I don't have long fucking ass pods.
Yes, you do.
Did you ever hear Howard and Fred's
He's the micro machine man.
impression of me? It ain't flattering.
A lot of time you break up words.
Sometimes he breaks up single words, single syllable words into like 3 syllables.
Yeah, you do, Eric. You take breaths in the middle of words sometimes.
You run out of air.
Fred, sit back there and shut up.
You used that joke already, Eric. Come up with a new one.
Dude, every Wack Packer and everyone on the staff here gets imitated in a fucked up negative way.
Hey, you're a Wack Packer.
Get with it.
No,
You're a
I'm
little
not.
fucking freak that calls.
Denial.
No, I'm not. I am a potential facilitator of produce to
Although
the
I have to
stars.
say, Eric, right now.
I've never heard that line. Facilitator of produce to the stars. I mean, my funniest friend line ever that I've ever heard. Facilitator of produce to the stars.
Oh my God.
I gotta hear that one again. Facilitator. I'm crying. I can't see the timestamp.
I'm not. I am a potential facilitator of produce to
Although
the
I have to
stars.
say, Eric, right now.
Potential. I forgot potential. Potential. Oh, Fred. Oh, fucking genius.
No, he's not talking like that.
No, he's not.
Yeah, today he
is not.
But it's no fun hearing that.
Listen, you little fuck. I fucking had it. Take your fucking medicine from these motherfuckers and do what they say. Take the fucking toner job. Your envelopes are light every fucking week.
Well, Eric, I mean, I'm gonna pass this on to you. You can do what you want. And here's something you'd be interested in. Gary comes in today. He says, "Did you see Kelly Clarkson yesterday?" I said, "No, I didn't." He said, "You walked right by her."
Really?
And she saw you. She saw you both.
Eric is fume. This is the most mad Eric has ever been in one call. I guarantee. He's like, you guys just with the voice, and you were that close to Kelly Clarkson? What? He's so angry right now. I can sense it.
And I said, "Oh, really?"
Coming off of the phone.
And this is, again, because we know these calls in a row. We know when it builds, and we know when he's not a happy camper.
I don't sound like that.
Well, you sound like this, both.
You walked past Kelly Clarkson?
He said, well, first he said that she saw you, but then I realized she didn't see me. The manager saw me. He always...
No, they both saw you.
How do you know Kelly Clarkson saw me?
Because I was talking to Steve Leeds, who was the talent coordinator.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I stand corrected. So, Kelly Clarkson was here doing an interview.
Uh-huh.
And evidently, when I was walking out, I wish Gary had told me. I would have said hello to her.
I didn't know, Howard. I didn't know till afterwards. I don't know everything.
You don't know everything?
I would have known.
Maybe I should have Eric working with me.
I was doing the wrap-up show, and she was in the studio next to us. We found out halfway through, so you'd already gone.
And then John Mayer was up here, another guy that would be good to get on the show.
Well, his girlfriend's got nice big breasts.
You're not kidding.
Oh, really, Eric?
How quick was he on that? Electra, you see where he's going with this? Does that intro make sense?
He has like a Rolodex of breasts in his head. He
We
knows
all
all the
do.
nice tits.
So the intro makes a little more sense now, right? And by the way, that girlfriend was Jessica Simpson. That's
I
who
was
he's talking
wondering.
about. Yeah.
Wow.
So he's ogling. Her tits are amazing.
Well, John Mayer evidently is a big fan. Like, he used to watch us on Channel 9 going back all those years. Yeah, he said when he was a kid, it was like porno for him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, sure.
Did you guys see the picture that I think it was like a weekend or two ago where Jessica actually had one? I think it was her right breast come out completely out of her top.
I did not see that.
Maybe Eric. That's not the Eric we know. Just staring at open boobies and talking about it in front of millions
Right
of people.
on topic.
You know, and it's so funny that the shift, he was angry, and the way you had to tame that beast was talking about tits.
But it all went away. It was a chemical reaction, and the other side.
Shit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
It just vanished.
See that?
Why did I not see that, Gary?
It's on the internet.
That's maybe a fake.
No, it's real.
That's some pity on her. I think she got...
No, Howard, it's real.
I had it tested.
Go ask the sheets on my bed if it's real, because they're wet right now.
The implants.
You know it.
I mean, they're huge.
I think she's had those since she was 17, and
He's talking about an underage girl's breast right now. Eric, you have totally changed. I think she's had those since she was 17. It's not something you say, Eric. It's not something you say.
I don't think doctors like operating on girls under the age 18.
It's Fafafui.
That dude that offered Eric the job is on the phone. He's really mad at Eric.
Why?
Because Eric called him a bunch of names like a cokehead.
Oh, yeah. Christopher.
Oh, that guy from the erotic exotic ball?
I just hung up on Eric, I think. Eric, are you there? Oh, wait. Hey, Christopher, you there?
Yes, I'm here, Howard.
Hey, Christopher, hold on. Let me see if I can get Eric back on the phone.
I will do.
I should keep Eric on my shoulder like a parrot, and then I can walk around here, and then I know when Kelly Clarkson's around. You know, I'd put a big patch over my eye.
Yeah, any American Idol person, you'd know when they were around.
Yeah, that would be his job. To point out.
Garmo at 9 o'clock.
Hey, Gary, can you get Eric the Midget on the phone again?
We're working on that right now.
Yeah, you know, here's a funny thing. Eric wants to be a greeter, and this gentleman, Christopher, who runs the erotic ball, actually called Eric a bunch of times and said, Eric, I'd like you to be the Grand Master of the erotic ball. I believe you offered him up to $8,000. Is that right, Christopher?
No, he did. So
800
Christopher heard
maybe.
that. No, yes, it was like, you'll see how much it is, but that number must have shocked him. So just keep in mind that number is way lower, so that's not what he was going to get.
It's totaled so far over $8,000 in cash and tickets for 3 events.
Cash and tickets, okay.
With more events upcoming, but the guy never responds. I did meet him once, and it was at the Killers of Comedy show last January.
Hold on, here he is.
And,
Eric, here's Christopher, who, by the way, you said it seems like a cokehead because he talks a lot. I'm listening to the gentleman. I don't see any evidence of that.
Well, thanks, Howard.
I didn't say because he talked a lot. He approached me like 4 different times during the time that he just said he met me and asked me the same question over.
Well, Eric, that's a lie. That's just an outright lie.
Like you saying that you offered me $8,000. I didn't hear that. Plus you saying that I asked you for $25 to do the show.
$25? I don't have pauses. I mean, just the audacity.
I haven't
asked for a number that low.
Well, I went through your godfather, Johnny Fratto, first off, and this is going back to I sent an email to
Christopher,
Johnny
is the job still available?
Well, yeah, there's another exotic erotic ball coming up in October, and we would love to have Eric as
What does it pay?
Grand Marshal.
What would he have to do, and what does it pay? Please describe the job.
Well, we were with my executive producer. We were easily up to $1,000 for the last event, plus God knows how much in VIP tickets for.
It's not $8,000. Now it's $1,000. This guy's slimy. I'm just saying.
Okay, I thought I had missed something. Okay.
Now I see what Eric's talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. He's forgetting. Wait, you were going to pay me 8? Now it's 1? Yeah, pass.
Eric, when you and I met in January, I approached you once. We talked for 3 minutes. I gave you and your handler my business card.
Christopher, I got to get on topic. What?
Jan is like, what's this? What do I do with this, Eric?
And then he ate it.
Throw it away.
What is this job, and how much does it offer, and what does he have to specifically do, and how much money will it offer?
It's essentially just come to the party, make a 1-minute speech from the main stage of the exotic erotic ball.
All right, go.
All right, that's a challenge for our audience. Audience, write Eric's 1-minute acceptance speech.
I know, what's he
from
going to
the
talk about?
exotic
He's a
erotic
virgin.
ball.
They want a virgin.
That's the challenge. Hi, Eric. Look at boobs everywhere. Boobs. He turns into Will Ferrell from Night at the Roxbury with just boobs everywhere. That would be the challenge. That's the writing contest for this week. We're introducing a new fan fiction writing contest. Write a fictional story about how Eric makes a 1-minute speech at the exotic erotic ball. Do it. Do you have it in you to be creative artists anymore? Do we even do that? Put your phone down or use your phone and write a little story. Thank you.
And does he have
Electra.
a boner the whole time?
Well, the answer to that's yes. The variable is if he could say anything for less than a minute.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And just greet people, and then he's free to wander the entire event, which runs from 8 p.
Wander. That's what I think about when I see Eric just kicking the dirt up in front of him, thinking about life. And
in his
wander.
chair,
He's
in his wheelchair.
Roll the event. He can roll it.
Wander? There's no wandering going on.
Till 2 a.m. in the morning.
Which is fun. It's sexy women, right, running around there half naked.
It's a 2-day event that attracts 25,000 people to a trade show and then the party itself, which is the West Coast's biggest.
All right, so there's going to be a lot of what this guy is accused of doing being around at this party. Eric might be onto something here.
Halloween.
What is the salary for him to do this?
We can easily throw him $500 cash in an.
Okay, wait. It went from
Now it's down to
8,000.
What?
Eric, you got to take this deal. You're going to have to pay them soon.
Unlimited number of tickets to bring all his friends to the event.
Eric could bring the posse of friends he has to the pussy event. That's where the value. That's where the $8,000 came in. They were going to give him $500 and then 18 tickets when he knows one person. Jan. That is some cold shit right there.
And the tickets are $200 a piece.
$200.
And that's just
Eric,
one
are you
event.
interested in this?
Eric, here's 1,000 tickets. They're $200 a piece. You owe us $20,000. What?
Job for $500 where you wheel around and make a 1-minute speech.
I'll have to consider.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Well, that's what I got. That's what I got last
Considering.
time, Eric, too, and you never responded to anything.
Well.
The one email I got from Johnny says that Eric's finances
Kind of sounds like David Collins to me.
are low. Eric needs about $25 to stay for the entire event and report it on Howard Stern. Signed, Johnny Fratto. And I copied this email over to Will. And
Hey, Johnny, didn't you offer? Johnny Fratto's on the phone. Johnny, didn't you offer Eric a job dressing up as pasta sauce? I'm being serious.
Now you're gonna get. Yeah, I did. It's a good job.
And how much did you offer to pay him to dress
I told
up?
him I'd pay him $500 a day.
To do what?
Well, we're gonna make this big jar of pasta sauce and put it over him, but he could see with his eyes out the thing. And then he just has to drive around Beverly Hills.
You turn that down, Eric?
Jar of pasta sauce. What?
I would do that.
Eric, did you turn that down?
Yes, it's
hung up on me.
Hung up.
Why did you hang up on Johnny Fratto if he's offering you $500 a day as a pasta sauce?
because I've seen people that do that kind of stuff, and I laugh at those people. Those people look ridiculous doing.
I mock and troll them.
That kind of stuff.
Nobody's going to know it's you. You're going to be inside of a big jar of pasta. All that skill will
I'll tell you what, doing the quick math, that's over $100,000 a year.
Shit.
Why are you doing it every day?
Oh.
No, I mean, weekends, things like that.
Well, there you go. There's 2 offers. One's for the erotic
Look
ball.
at you turning away all this work.
And you got the toner job. You got all kind of work being offered to you.
Yeah, Eric, I promote so many different counterculture events in San Francisco. I could have you working at least a couple of days out of every single month easily, with all of the crazy events I promote.
I mean, if Eric would have made it to 2025, imagine what the princes in Dubai could have done with him. You know what I'm saying? Eric, $1 million, get over here. We are going to shit on the table and you will, continue that in your own mind. YouTube, I'm not going to go too far, but that happens over there. Eric could have been bought. He would have been a for sale celebrity doing hilarious stuff. Maybe with imagine Eric on Adult Swim with Tim and Eric. Oh, there was just a whole world out there for Eric that he never made it to.
Everything from the erotic service providers, Courtesan Carnival.
They're both muted again. Well, no, Electra, you're here, right? You're here, Electra, right?
I'm here.
Okay, good.
I'm here. We could have bought him for this show.
Well, no, he would have been way too expensive at this point for us. I think he would have been up there with Chris Chan level of coverage, but not maybe as bad, but he would have been the locale of all locales, I think.
Beta-thon, all different kind of events.
Listen to how responsible this guy is, Eric. How come you called him a cokehead?
He's a businessman.
He doesn't sound anything like a cokehead to me.
I own 2 PR firms, a talent agency, and 5% of a manufacturer of sex toys. I mean,
have you ever done cocaine?
I don't even drink caffeine anymore, Howard, for crying out loud. Last time I did cocaine, I was a kid, and that was 25 years ago.
So there you are.
He's a talent agent. None of them do cocaine.
Guys, I got to hang up because I got Jeff the Drunk.
Already.
There's Doctor on the phone. Hold on. Thank you, and I hope this all works out for all of you.
Okay, guys. Thanks.
Thank you, Christopher, and thank you, Johnny and Eric the Midget.
That's right, folks. That is call 146. And call 146 is... Electra?
Oh, in the books.
Oh, my God. It's in the books.
Sorry.
It's like
my
giving a high
computer
five.
froze again. It's getting worse by the second.
People. She's got to
It's
blame that
explode
now.
like Wendy's computer.
No, it's not. That didn't happen.
Yeah, it might happen.
No, that
It's
didn't
gonna
happen.
catch on fire.
Yeah.
My pants are gonna catch on fire. My hair.
All right.
I'm going up in
All
flames,
right.
people.
No, it won't. All right, let me get to this call summary. Goddamn. The longer we go, the harder the CPU burns. So the Sleep Train Amphitheater. That's a place where Eric wanted to work, along with Arco Arena. He wanted to be a grader. Work as a starfucker backstage. That's all he really is. Eric is a premium Class A. In that sense, he kind of is like Ralph is another version of Eric in a different way, but they're the same.
That's
creature.
interesting. That's an interesting comparison.
Yeah, because they're both the incredible starfuckers, and famous people love to be around them for some reason. And he's doing fantasy jobs, toner sales. I explained my, and then I like the name lubrication. Want to use that, Nicole? How can Eric think there are no pauses? That's insane. And Howard walked past Kelly Clarkson. Eric was raging. ETM knew Jessica Simpson's tits and she was barely of age.
We all do.
Eric, don't admit that. Yes, I mean, we all know. We all know. We just don't say. That is the difference between us in free society and us in prison. ETM offered $500 cash and tickets for a job that he was initially told $8,000. And then Johnny said he'll do it for $25. They got to get a handle on this negotiation with Eric. And Johnny offered ETM $500 a day to wear a pasta sauce costume. And that was Kyle 146. We're learning all about the jobs Eric will and won't do, which appears to be all of them. He's not going to do any of them.
Yeah,
He's
he
going to
doesn't
just have
want
fantasy
any of them.
jobs.
What
No,
does he
just
want to
fantasy
do?
jobs. Yes. All right, and call 147 here. I had to stick in a goddamn Baba Booey song because I laughed so hard snot came out of my nose. So, I'm not saying it's at the beginning, but there will be a Baba Booey song.
I just to comment on this call, like, I really would just love for someone to clarify, and I know we never will, but I am genuinely confused how we went from 8,000 to 1,000 to 500 to 25. How the fuck did that happen? I don't get that.
Con artists do that often.
Yeah.
Just
They try to rope you in with a big number, and then they're like, "Oh, just kidding, you get a popsicle."
But that's the thing. We have like 3 different people giving 3 different numbers. We have that guy who's, I mean, he's obviously shady, saying 8,000, and then Frotto comes on and says no 500. I mean, like, what was going on? It's just, I mean, that is amazing.
Well, let me tell you a little something about how Hollywood works. There's this little thing.
Okay.
There's this little thing called the LA Music Awards, Luigi and DJ Electra, and I think it still goes on. And like, that sounds amazing, right? LA Music Awards. Well, if you knew the guy, you could literally like pay the guy to become a nominee, and if you paid him enough, you won. And that was like,
wow.
And so, but it was an open secret. It's like a payola, like it's same thing in radio and music. Like that is like how the industry kind of worked. And so everyone knew, like, oh, you could go and win an LA Music Award, or at least buy a nomination.
Didn't you win one?
No, we were nominated, but I was going to get to the story part of it. Now you just made me look like we bought it. No,
Sorry.
We were a drunken idiot band with no money. And this guy felt pity on us at some show he saw us on, so he gave us a few nominations because they also have to fill out categories that a lot of people don't pay in. In the metal category, surprise, surprise, not a lot of people pay in. So they just like have to fill them out with other bands and other artists. So that's how we got it. So being very honest with you, I probably didn't deserve that nomination. Do now. Very talented singer now, but not back then. Oh my God, I was terrible then. But are we ready for call 147? That was just a way to pat myself on the back for being.
No, there's actually something very similar in the world of lawyers. Before I really caught on, I reached out to someone. I was like, "Hey, congratulations on this award," and he was like, "Whatever." And I was like, no, don't discount it. That's a big deal. And he goes, "I paid for it." And I was like,
"Wow,
oh, okay, gotcha." Then I was like, "Now I get it."
To the spoils go the winner.
Young naive Luigi.
Yes. Oh, we have some
All right,
explanations in chat.
Oh, yes?
Donald
Okay.
Luconi says it was 8,000 from total from the jobs he was offered in the past from that guy.
He could have. He could have said that
cumulatively.
Right, but he could have clarified to Howard right there. Like, no, that wasn't for that one job, Howard. That was for like a plethora of jobs that he turned down, which actually would have added to his point. That Eric turning down one job for 8,000 just didn't sound real to anyone.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that does make a lot more sense. And I do think he did. I think that got covered at some point in our last episode, I think. Anyway.
Yeah. But I think you're right where Eric, it was sort of like a, timeshare, where if Eric would have signed with this weirdo, he would have been like, "All right, I'm done, right?" I was like, "Well, yeah, did you read the whole contract, Eric?" Like, what? So, yes, it was good probably that Eric didn't decide to make this his venture. And you'll see where he spends his time and energy.
Yeah, that scenario that you just named does kind of happen later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, in a different way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a much funnier way. And I think more wholesome way.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Do you think that Eric really wants Howard to offer him a job? Is that why he's bringing it up so much?
Yes.
He wants if Eric had worked for Howard
right?
News, that's what he wanted. He wants to be. I told you from episode 2, the best job Eric could have would be Billy Bush's job. He wanted to be Billy Bush. That's it. Point zero. End of statement. Full stop. He wanted to be Access Hollywood, star fucking every famous celebrity and digging 1 inch deep. Yep. Never going deeper. That is the life. He wanted to be as shallow as possible because God gave him the worst possible cards possible. And all he wanted to do was be the shallowest fuck possible. And those two ingredients together make the greatest Wack Packer of all fucking time.
I agree.
Thank you. Right. Let's continue with Kyle 147.
Okay, a lot of people writing in about Johnny Fratto's appearance. I guess there must have been pictures of him on our website or something.
Oh, really?
He says, "What's the deal with Johnny Fratto? All tanned with white hair. He looks like an old faggot hairdresser."
Okay, I had to cut that out. Very liberal with the F word back then, yes. But so Johnny had a picture up on the site, and everyone's calling Johnny a word you can't say. Yeah. If you do the Indian thing and say it, it kind of works. Like, You know what I'm saying? It's like it's how the Indians called the white man's.
You say it to him.
Yeah, you go tell him.
It's a double cancellation. It cancels itself out. I win.
Guy says, Johnny Fratto looks a little odd. Looks like a cross between a troll doll and Stuart Little. What's up with the tan, the white teeth, and the hair? Wow. Howard, we all know you idolize Johnny Fratto because he's twice the badass you are at half the size, but when is somebody going to man up, as Bubba says, and recognize that Johnny looks like a demented Oompa Loompa with a great suit and frighteningly white teeth?
Wow.
Why the fuck does Howard keep talking about what a man Johnny Fratto is? He's half a fat, tan, facelift, bouffant hair, fake chompers, Liberace clothes. He jammed a tomato into the face of an 80-year-old man. What a tough guy. I think Johnny and Eric are lovers. That's why Eric the Midget told him about wetting the bed. Henry Hill is way better.
So that, Electra, understand what just happened here. I think this is an important sort of giant worldview of the Howard Stern Show. Howard would have you on and then go through, Fred, find me all the negative comments. I'm going to read those in a row. I mean,
yeah.
Think about that dynamic. Like, I guess, imagine if we're like, all right, well, we do that and they love us, you know, but we do that as a joke, like
about ourselves.
About ourselves. Howard is like, imagine.
Not about our guests.
Imagine we're like, all right, guys, here's what you had to say. Why you hated Kragers when he was on last time. Let's go through the list. That is just the craziest fucking thing ever.
It is.
And the list would be zero because Kragers is amazing. Superstar.
I know.
Look, I like Johnny, and I don't know. I want to see you guys say that to Johnny right to his face.
Yeah, it's easy to write that stuff anonymously.
Right.
You know, Johnny does look a little bit like...
Hey, there was a mention of something with a tomato. What was that?
I don't know. I kind of do, but we've listened to a lot.
He said he threw a tomato in someone's. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know that one either. Put it in chat if you remember, and it'll just jog our
Someone
memories.
must know.
We're so full. I'm so full of facts that some spill out when I have to add new ones.
I don't know.
Right,
what that
Raj?
was.
Jamie, Raj, right, guys? Natalie?
Raj.
Totally.
I forgot your goddamn names.
Yeah, Frank.
They spilled out.
Like, though, is Ralph Lauren.
Yes, or Karl Lagerfeld.
Yeah, that's a good look.
They have an exact look.
Are you kidding?
Ralph Lauren is very handsome.
I wish I could be as handsome as Johnny Fratto.
Sal's a gay papa.
Sal's a gay papa. That's right. Here we go.
Behaving so by curious.
Behaving so by curious.
Watching his kids, 'cause they want to run away from home. Sal's a gay papa. With your lips nuts like a hungry cat.
Okay, Luigi Greenberg.
This is a banger.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Name that band.
Psych?
That's your guess? Am I locking
Wait.
in? Is that what you?
No. Hold on. No, they had a funny.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
They had a funny
drove
name.
a hearse around Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
God damn it! It was a funny
If
name.
if I give you the initials,
Yeah, if you gave me the initials, I could probably get it.
BD.
I just saw the chat. Someone in the chat got it. Yeah, I wouldn't have got, but I wouldn't have guessed.
Say it.
I forgot.
Say it.
Bleeding Deacons.
Bleeding. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, the Bleeding. You've never heard of the Bleeding Deacons, have you, Electra?
I actually did not know that.
They were a band that got involved with the Howard Stern Show for about, I'd say,
Way to go, Rick.
two or 3 years, and they would just write these funny songs about the characters. But I would also see them at the beach in Venice. I'd see they'd drive a hearse around that said Bleeding Deacons on it.
I didn't know that part.
Wow.
Yeah, that fact you gave me was useless to me. I'd never heard that.
But gave a lot of content to Howard. Just these like heavy metal, kind of like pre-AI, cool AI songs almost.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a great way of saying it. Just handed them over, and they're like, "Hey, if you think this was funny, play it." And they were all great.
Yep.
That's cool.
More bleeding deacons. Yes, very nice. I love that one, don't you?
I do. I like that version very much. See, the more they work on it, the more they're going to find new things in it.
Yes, Gary.
If you go to...
Here it is. Here it is.
Drop off slow fly.
If you go to Gary...
I can't hear you over the music. What?
If you go to Gary preview page 1 in white.
Sort of everything. Let's go to Johnny Frotto, who wants to respond to fans who have ridiculed
Talk about
her.
his look, huh?
How you like that, Johnny? These guys don't understand a nice Italian, classy look.
These motherfuckers. What kind of fucking shit is that?
Right?
You know what? I think it's Eric doing that.
I swear.
I think, you know why? Because he told me he's getting even with me because I won't give him a job.
Hey,
He's getting even with him.
Somebody in the chat says that there was a story. Let's see, Kendo. Old guy next door was mad at the kids playing out in front of his house, and he threw tomatoes at the kids. Johnny went over to the guy's house and ended up shoving a tomato in the guy's face. That does sound familiar.
That tracks. I mean, it doesn't have to be true. It's true to me now forever until the day I die.
But I think, but it sounds like something that was told, I should say. It sounds like something that was told on the Howard Stern show.
That
anyway.
Wikipedia reference will last forever. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, Kendo. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, yes, there's a picture
And
of
here's a
the
picture
bleeding.
of
Yeah,
the
I was
bleeding
not.
Deacon's Hearst.
I wasn't
That's
lying.
funny.
People. Look at that. I was not lying.
I've never heard that. That's great, though. I love it.
Yeah, and in Venice, people wouldn't even notice. They're like, oh, there's
another band. Yeah,
another dead street gypsy. I guess they're doing ads now on the side of the hearses. Okay, makes sense too. Venice,
man, and they had so many. Like there'd be like two a week.
Almost to the point where I thought they were like the band of the show for a while. You know, like they were hired or there felt like an official connection. But all right, let's get back into. Most belligerent little fuck, call 147.
Well, what happened? You promised him you would dress him up as tomato sauce.
I did, and I said I would still dress him up as tomato sauce. I even got the big thing. Nobody will even see him. We put the thing right over him. He's rolling. Wonderful.
You know, I got people were asking me over the weekend, they said, Johnny Frotto offered Eric the Midget a job as tomato sauce. And they said, well, what would that look like? I said, well, Johnny describes it. They would dump tomato sauce on Eric in a car and put him in a jar, like have the jar over his head.
Well, no, they're going to create one of those outfits where he looks like a jar.
Well, no, I like ours idea better, like one of those formaldehyde things.
Right, there you go.
Rolling around in the pasta jar. Yeah, that was.
Hey, Eric, you there?
Oh,
Yes,
no.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Eric, are you writing the nasty emails about me?
No, that's not me doing that.
He's not going to admit to it.
Okay. Hey, you know what?
You know one thing I've learned a lot more than I remembered, Luigi?
What's that?
Johnny Frotto was trolling the shit out of Eric the entire time. Like I thought in my head, I thought it was more of he was actually supportive, and he was to a point, but man, everything was a troll first. He trolled first and then cared second. That's something I didn't really put together as I listened over the years.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. I did not get it. I told you that I met Johnny Frotto Jr., and Johnny Frotto Jr. made a revelation that I never knew about, which was that Johnny was very granular, like very detailed about trolling Eric, and I never knew it. And like specifically the thing about the meet and greet, supposedly Johnny spent his own money and bought up all those tickets so that no one would show up, so that no one would buy a ticket to show up.
I mean, now that we've listened to what had Johnny winning, it's almost like we see his surge and his tide raise, and when it does, Eric always gets fucked with way harder. And then when Eric's on his own, it's just kind of Eric surviving the rapids of all the insults coming at him, but firing back. But anytime he does anything with Johnny, he gets royally screwed. Johnny just goes here. He goes, oh, hey, Eric, you writing all that bad shit about me, huh? Is that you? It's like such a projection.
Yeah.
Like, I really think that Johnny is sort of like the mastermind of both sides of Eric, really thinking like, if I churn up enough shit about this guy, it'll help everyone. I don't think he was like malicious towards Eric. I just think he looked at Eric as a pure content machine for him, you know?
For himself. He was like,
Correct,
I'm going to use Eric to bring more attention to me.
Much like
Yeah.
we are using Eric to bring attention to us. Full circle.
Well, we're not nearly that creative.
Rich. Yes, sorry.
They found, you know what? Eric wants a job. A guy wrote me a letter, and I wonder if Eric the Midget would take this job. I think this is a terrific job, Eric. And if you don't grab this, then I know you're not serious about working.
Okay, here we go.
You ready, Eric?
Go ahead.
Okay. Guy says, Howard, I listened to your show religiously, and I felt compelled to write. I live near Eric the Midget, less than 3 miles.
Oh.
I would like to offer him a job. The job is not exactly what he'd like to do, but it's very close. In fact, I happen to think it's an exact match.
All right, let's hear it.
In fact, his disabilities will actually help him with this job, and he will get to greet people. Eric has a fantasy that he wants to greet people for a living.
Yeah, he'd like to be in the hospitality industry.
The hospitality industry. Okay. And I've...
Not people. He doesn't want to greet people. He wants to greet
celebrities.
Yeah.
Explain to Eric, I mean, it's a little bit depressing. You see Eric standing outside a Maloof hotel greeting people. But this guy is onto something. Are you ready, Eric?
Go ahead.
The job is working with me in the California State Legislature as a lobbyist.
Ooh.
The issues we could and will deal with range in nature, but focus on consumer protection. This is something he would probably be very effective in, especially since a lot of legislative proposals go before the Senate or Assembly Health Committees. If he's interested, this guy gives me his address.
He's really serious.
Yeah. I also think that Eric going to Capitol Hill would actually be interesting for your show and issues.
And being up in Sacramento all the time would be great.
Now, what do you think of that, Eric? I mean, doesn't that make sense? Like, in other words, the legislators would see you, and of course they would give in to all of your demands.
They'd have to meet with you.
Or else they would be accused of being anti-handicap. I think this guy's onto something. What do you say?
But perfect job, 3 miles away, calling bullshit on the whole thing. That is, again, Johnny's involved. It's too perfect. 3 miles away and doing the thing that Eric would love to do. If it wasn't going to be with celebrities, the other element of Eric is power. And so if you weren't going to tempt him with celebrity, or because that is kind of what he likes about the celebrity, is the power. But if you gave him direct power, oh, he'll take that too. Those are the two things. He's going to take power or celebrity. True starfucker.
That sounds like a good job, but Stern, I set you straight the other day, though.
Stern.
No, I told you that I don't want to be a greeter. I told you that the other day.
You're saying a lobbyist.
You know something, Eric? I'm going to say something to you right now.
Right, okay.
You know, I feel for you. I know you've had a tough life. Certainly you have. But you are the most belligerent little fuck I have ever seen on the planet, and you just proved it. I just read you some of the greatest news a man who would want...
They designed a job perfect for Eric, written in a lab. Eric goes... Yeah, but I don't want to be a greeter. Get it right, Stern. It's got to be so annoying.
I told you what I wanted.
He is picking a fight like 3 fights ago, and that is, again, where him and Stuttering John run parallel, they don't always stay in reality. They'll kind of go back to 3 things ago and be like, you were wrong there. And you're like, what are you talking about? You mean half an hour ago we were talking about? What the fuck, man?
Want a job, could hear.
Eric, I would take that fucking...
No, but did you hear? First of all, here I am.
But he forgets the job. He wants to attack.
You're attacking. Instead of saying, wow, I'm so lucky, I'm happy.
Yeah, get me that information.
You start in, Stern.
I thought I straightened you out.
You're like belligerent. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with you.
So how are you going to greet anybody?
There's nothing
I want that fucking job.
What?
There's nothing fucking wrong with me. You just keep constantly saying
Who cares?
the wrong damn thing.
I just gave you good news.
Yes, I appreciate
That was good news.
Yeah.
Yes, I appreciate it. Have you ever heard of
Now fuck off.
Electra, you've heard appreciation in your life. Does that sound like the tone of appreciation?
Not so much, no.
Not so much, no.
Johnny, it was.
I would take the job. Howard, tell him I'll take the job.
No, Eric, it's just you make it hard to do anything nice for you. It's hard.
It's hard to feel good about you.
I thought when I read this, you would be jumping out up and down for joy.
I was.
Of course.
It is a good job. I wish the only thing I'm saying is...
All right, so I'm wrong. You don't want to be a greeter. What do you want to be? I forget. What do you...
I want to be greater. I was right, Electra.
Wait, I'm sorry. That little crowbar in there from Johnny got me. I was.
Yes. Johnny comes up with something here in a second that it surprises Eric, and it's so off the wall that it goes to what we're talking about with Johnny. But yes, Johnny will throw anything against the wall to see what works and gets Howard's attention with
What do you want to do outside the Maloof Theater?
At the Arco Arena or the Sleep Train Auditorium or amphitheater.
Oh, that's right. He wants to fill the
Sleep Train Amphitheater. I don't have pauses. I don't have pauses.
Sleep.
Remember, Electra, cast your mind back to the long, long time ago of Last Call when he said, "I don't have pauses," and then you just heard him say that sentence. My God, right?
Oh man, I feel like a door is opening right in that last call. It just opened a door into what eventually what eventually became so many happy memories. you know, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, you know what I mean.
We suffered through Sanjaya to get here, and the berries are ripe. The berries are ripe.
The bowls with brown M&Ms.
No, what does he want? Oh, he wants to be an assistant.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that the writer gets fulfilled.
Yeah, right.
Eric,
No more brown
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Better. This is way fucking better.
Oh, don't convince him. I mean, he knows it's good, but it's just the attitude.
Howard, I don't think he understands what it is. Eric, this is where you go. You lobby to change the laws. The laws. I personally have like 44 laws I need changed myself.
History class was one of my strong points. I understand what lobbyists do.
All right, so I'm going to put you in touch with this guy. That's all I'm saying. And Johnny, as far as
humans have strengths and weaknesses, this happens to be a strength of mine. Thank you.
your looks, though, you got a beautiful look. You got the tan and those white teeth.
Well, you know what? You guys got a bad picture of me on your fucking website, and it makes me look. It looks like I'm looking in a Christmas tree, Paul.
Yeah, send me a good picture of yourself, for God's sakes. People aren't understanding.
I'm gonna send you a good picture because I'm telling you, they're torturing me with this fucking ugly look thing.
Yeah, you got an interesting look.
That kind of thing can get contagious, you know.
You're not kidding. You better nip that in the bud and send us a new picture. All right,
I gotta fix it now.
Eric, I'll hook you up with this guy and try to be a little more cheerful.
I sent Will 2 emails this past evening.
Yeah.
With, addressing this whole subject of getting a job.
Hey, I heard something about you, and I want you to tell me the truth.
Okay.
Were you caught jerking off by a UPS lady this weekend?
Okay. I just want to ask you something real quick on our way out. This is the Johnny.
No. Johnny made that up.
Johnny, tell the truth.
Eric, no.
Johnny, you know.
Come on.
Johnny, you made that up.
Eric, could the lady look through your front window and see you? Is that a possibility?
No, it was made up. You made it up. You were trying to get me to go along with it. I'm not going along with it.
Eric is such a rat, and that's how you know he's telling the truth. He's totally ratting out every part of the plan.
Wow.
And this is also how you know Johnny is a weird fucker who's trolling Eric at every possible opportunity, even with Eric's help. Eric, you got a looking hole in your door where your parents look through? Yes. The UPS people, they can probably see you when they're jerking off. No, they can't. Well, let's just say it. Let's just say it and see what Howard thinks. No, Johnny. No, that's how that happened. That is psychotic behavior from Johnny Fronto, is it not?
It absolutely is. And I'm a little speechless because it's funny. I've forgotten so much about this, but what must that conversation have been like in maybe not this one, but other ones where he said, okay, Eric, let me tell you what's funny. And this is going to be funny if you go along with X, you know?
You can tell that this was multiple time conversation because Eric was like, I keep telling Johnny not to do that one. That bit isn't good. We have this conversation every day. It's like, God damn.
Yeah. And that's hilarious. It's just so funny. I would pay anything to hear one of those conversations of, no, Eric, let me tell you, you don't get funny. I get funny.
I'm not joking about this. If Johnny Jr. discovered a notebook and it was basically just titled Eric and it had all of Johnny's thoughts when he was dealing with Eric and all the trolls and every sort of machination of thought he ever had and wrote down with Eric, what would that be worth? I mean, just think about the treasure trove of comedy that you
Yeah.
could pull out of that. Oh my God.
Okay. I made it up.
All right.
See, I made it up.
All right, thank you, guys.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Depending on this weird-looking shit, will you, Howard, please?
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
For the team. Okay.
Imagine somebody saying Johnny looks weird. That's
I
crazy.
can't imagine.
He's like a handsome man. I mean, this guy's got some look. He's got polished everything.
Everything's perfect. I mean, he
He's
takes
man-
care of himself.
He's manicured. I think some people are jealous out there.
That's what it is. They don't understand grooming.
Isn't that a great job for Eric, though? A lobbyist?
Listen, I think him and Hansy should get down there right now.
You know what? We try to make Eric a little funny by saying he wants to be a greeter, and he gets pissed off.
I'm not a joke.
I thought I straightened you out.
Here's another guy. I have a job for Eric the Midget. I was listening to the show this week, and I heard that Eric was looking for work. I couldn't call him because it was after hours when I was listening to the broadcast. Okay. I'm the owner of a private VIP party series for celebrities and super wealthy folks here in Las Vegas. I won't give the name.
Oh, now, see, they're designing jobs for Eric. I only VIP parties for only celebrities in Vegas.
Of the service.
And what do they do?
We're throwing
They
our
serve.
first major event in the Hugh Hefner Sky Villa.
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah. Palms.
Where's the Playboy mention? They're fucking with him. Oh, you're muted, Luigi. But what you're probably saying is they waited until he got off the phone to come with the greatest offer of all time.
Yeah,
We're
no
doing a
kidding.
Playboy mention.
But also, as a matter of practicality, my lost interest here points out something that should have been the big hole in the logic. Of course he didn't get caught jerking off because his hands don't work.
Yeah. that peephole would have to be into the bedroom, looking at his bed. Yeah. But let me tell you, my lost interest, my hands work just fine. my bed gets it. My bed can get it. That's right.
You know, the guy says we have over
I'm looking at it right now. It's looking a little saucy.
24 celebrities coming to the party, and these parties are
It's all folded irregular. You dirty girl.
super exclusive. We would like to hire Eric as host or marshal of the event.
Wow.
We will be shooting a reality TV show around the making of the party.
After we make love, it holds me.
So it sounds like,
There
but who
was
knows?
some publicity.
Right, so why not?
Yeah. Well, if he's a lobbyist, I don't think he can do these frivolous celebrity things.
Try to keep my cats from licking in the area for like an hour.
Oh, God.
Okay, I may have gone too far. One step too far.
Yeah, you can't do both, you say.
He's going to have to choose. He thinks it would be fun to wheel around, putting things in people's dressing rooms at the arena.
Imagine how long that would take.
That ain't fun.
Just getting the M&Ms would take for years.
I do. Hold on, before we get I do like the idea of Eric just becomes like a middleman, just ordering things. He never gets to meet a celebrity. He never gets to do anything. He's on the phone all day with like Pepsi Cola, ordering drinks. This is not the job I wanted. Where are the celebrities? But anyway, call 147
The books.
No, that was deflating. I'm gonna do it again. Hold on. Oh, people, that's it. Call 147.
In the books.
In the books. In the books. In the books. We did it. All right. Call 147 is in the books. Johnny Fratto getting hate mail that he probably manufactured himself, then blamed Eric for. Sal's a gay papa. Great song by, and then a Bleeding Deacon song. We got a Baba Booey song. Please sing that to yourself all night. I was singing that all day long. ETM to Congress. I'm calling it now. Ojeda. Yeah, well, I guess he can't do it really now. But ETM must always correct the record. That is one thing let's talk about for 10 seconds. So one thing I've noticed in these lolcow people, and just in general content creators, is this need to correct the record. No one cares, but Eric's always like, Howard, I did not say, let me correct the record. I did not say I want to be a greeter at Arco. I want to be a starfucker. Like, watch that theme in all your locales, in all your local locales and all that. It is a hardcore theme. And if you feel that need in you, you might be a locale. You might be a locale. No record. You don't need to correct a record. You're not here to babysit people's kids. You're entertaining people. Yeah, what I'm saying. All right, anyway.
No, I 100% agree with you. And I think that one of the factors of being a lolcow or a whack packer was that you always, well, you were a narcissist. That was a key ingredient to being a lolcow or a whack packer, and that you think that everyone's hanging on your every word and that they even remember the last thing you said. And so for him to do that seems like just part and parcel, and like every puzzle piece fits for being a lolcow.
There's a certain kind of person that sees it as a mission, right? Like I'm just Jesus taking on the mission of creating truth in the land, truth and honesty, but only about me and only about your lies about me. And so let people have lies about you. It's fun. It's fun when people don't know the real things about you. It's very sad when they do. People are horrible. All right, what else we got here? ETM the lobbyist. I think that would have been a great job for Eric. Was ETM caught jerking off by the UPS lady? Survey says no, he was not. That lady would have to have some sort of vision around a corner into the bedroom. Is Johnny manipulative? Was a question that I asked, and I think we touched on it a little bit. I don't think it was manipulative because Eric really had nothing else to do, nothing else going on. So I don't think you could cause there's no damages because he's getting him jobs, trying to get him money. But Eric doesn't have a case in court. But just morally, was Johnny manipulative? That's my question on the table. Yes,
100%.
Yes.
Did you guys know that Johnny Fratto has a book?
I'm sure he does. He had to have a ghostwriter.
I do feel like that sounds familiar, but I don't remember any of the details of it.
Kendo says it's called "Now That I'm Dead, Here's the Real Dirt."
Ah, what a great name!
There's
That's a great
some
name for a
stories
book.
involving Eric.
Okay, write that down. Now that I'm dead, here's the real dirt. Because
I want to read this.
I do too.
We will.
Maybe we should all read it. We'll do a book report and bring it to the next show.
Homework. We got homework for the show. We're finally the only show that makes you work afterward. But I do have a series of interactions of tweets and DMs between Johnny and Eric that I'm trying to put together in a narrative sort of way because it's like a lot of them. And so I'm trying to like maybe use voices or whatever and make it fun. But it is in this sort of it has stories that we've never heard or interact. It's like behind the scenes. If you could see Johnny and Eric behind the scenes talking, a lot of this relationship would make a lot more sense, and it wouldn't seem maybe quite as manipulative. Eric was no wilting flower. He's like, manipulate me if we can get the bitches kind of attitude, right? If we can get the money, manipulate. And so, again, another hardcore tenet of lolcowdom. If you set a monetary or some sort of status goal at the end of it, you can do anything along the path. Nothing is above reproach. We can embarrass ourselves in God knows how many ways. It's about the goal, baby. It's about the goal. Thank you. And those are our calls for the night. Game over.
Yay.
All right, guys. What a fun day of podcasting with you. We started early this morning with the Blind Mike Project. Make sure you go and check that out. And then we did Catch 22 with DJ Electra, Tits and I, and it was amazing. Thank you, Tits, for the great Catch 22.
That was a fun episode.
It was very fun. We talked a lot of relationship stuff. So if you like some awkward talk from yours truly, tune in. And then obviously we love this show and the great Luigi. Make sure you go and check out Papa_Electrico and the show that we did, DJ Electra and I, over on Luigi's channel, Skeptical Robot. It was very fun, and we'd love to do it again. Also,
all right, now you're just pandering.
No, stop. It was good. Listen, man, like I appreciate effort. I appreciate someone putting thought and care into something. I really do.
Yeah, you have actual content, and we learned stuff.
And I'm still thinking about it. All tenets of something good. So in the moment when I'm making fun of you, that's just because that's what I do.
It's an educational show. Yes. I've said it from the beginning. We're there to teach and fart.
Educational fart with fart sounds. Yes, I was going to say, I sat through a lot of fart sounds for you to sit there and call it an educational show. Please add that. Yes. But I do think we have a super chat there. Did I hear a
Yeah.
This has been fun. Oh, Electra.
Hey.
Me, Electra.
At the same time, got it. Yeah. Okay.
This has been fun. Thank you. No, thank you, my lost interest.
Thank you, my lost interest.
Thanks for being
thank
here.
You to
everyone.
all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joey Catalano. Thank you, Blind Mike, and thank you, Joe Black, for making it fun for us. we never ask our audience to do anything except to have a good time. We're never going to send you anywhere. We will give you homework now, apparently, but that's it. You don't have to do it. There will be no grades. We're just about fun and like finding these small moments as Stern fans that we forgot about and can relive and sort of, you know, maybe listen, would it be the worst thing ever if the last little thought bubble in your life as you go out in that hospital bed is Eric getting caught by a UPS lady jerking off? Hey, that's fine. I'm fine with taking that one, even if it's not real. If I go out on Sal's a gay papa, that's a win in life. That's a W, because all we have left, we live, we die. We're linear creatures. Laughing is all we fucking have.
If I know that my
thing, oh right, you're stepping right on my foot.
I'm sorry, I thought you were done.
Anyway.
Sorry,
No,
I thought you were done.
I was about to get gay, so thank you for stopping me.
I was going to say that if I know that my death is imminent, you can bet that I will definitely be singing ba 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 booey, ba ba booey,
ba ba booey,
ba ba booey.
It's amazing. It's like there is 1,000 hours of Baba Booey songs, so I don't know how you narrow that down to like the best. But if we could a top 10 Baba Booey song thing,
that would be such a great episode.
Oh, I can tell you right now what my number one is.
What is your number one?
My number one, and there's always the surprise factor of it, where it comes out of nowhere. That also always lends to the comedy of it when you're not expecting it. But when Fred just drops Baba Booey to the tune of Kanye West's Gold Digger, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, I lost my fucking mind laughing.
That one is so good. It is that it might get copyright strike just because the algorithm be like, nope, that's just as good as the original. Different vocals, but just as good. All right, and also people, don't forget to head over to DJElectrify.com. DJ Electrify has her own show now, a true crime show on her channel. Tell people about it.
If I get a new computer, we'll still have it this week.
Yes, that's a big if. So it's up in the air, but it will be there soon. So check that out. Go back and check out Catch 22. And if you'd like to see us again, the next time you will see us is this coming Thursday for Unboxing Riley Martin. That's right, episode 7, only 3 episodes away from the new premiere of a new Riley Martin music video from DJ Electra. We can't wait because we've got Lonely Eyes on the brain, but I can't wait to see what's next.
No, we do not. No,
yes,
we do not.
We know that I'm looking for it. We know, guys. You want to get Luigi out of your life? I'm going to give him this. I'm going to find out how to contact your wife, and I'm going to give her this little hack about you. Anytime she wants to shut you down, Lonely Eyes.
We have our own song that we sing to annoy each other. And it's on the level of lonely. Like if we're trying to
let's hear it.
If we're trying, it's the Spice Girls. So tell me what you want, what you really want.
So if you walk by your house at any given day and a window's open, you hear 2 grown human beings singing falsetto. A song from the early 90s. Okay,
I love it.
It's amazing. Congratulations, Luigi.
That's our secret weapon when we want to annoy each other.
That's amazing. All right, and, hey, listen. Maybe we make a challenge. We make it the Lonely Eyes sex challenge. Have relations with your significant other to Riley Martin's Lonely Eyes and describe the experience to us. That would be. Was it otherworldly? Hey. All right. Make sure also you get yourself a membership. We just did a membership show last week about Sal's jerking off at work multiple times. And that was a very funny episode. Electra likes Sal. I can tell that she is very fond of Sal's antics. So he's going to be a fun one to dig into. We're going to make her an expert who never listened to a live show ever in her entire life. Yeah. And she'll know all of it. And speaking of all of it, one man here really to thank. And that's Howard Stern. Thank you, Howard Stern. Without you, we probably have just like a little more views because you keep striking our goddamn videos, but that's not you. But thank you so much for introducing us to all these great characters. I love them more today than I did when I first listened to them. So thank you so much for that. Do you guys have anything else to say before we get out of here?
Coming up soon, I'm going to be releasing a video that my producer, Gummy Chainsaw, made of me wrestling Ed Warren.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it. Hey, I'll get it. skeptical of this bout will happen. I'm out skepticaling you. Look at me. When is that going to be? Do you have no date determined? To be TBD?
Yeah, just got to do a little finishing up editing, and probably going to be this week.
Nice. He's doing some pre-promotion, people. Some pre-promotion.
Hold on. I was puzzled by this until it got clarified. Oof, salsa antics get old quick, and I was like, what?
Oh,
what is that?
Salsa Antics is one of the best Caribbean bands I've ever heard.
Sal's antics get old quick. I was like, what?
Hold on. Let me write it down.
Salsa never gets old. I mean, it can, but...
Salsa Antics will be a T-shirt in our store. So make
Donald
sure
Laconi, I totally understand, yes. Sal was you loved him or you hated him guy. And it's funny because I went through a phase of hating Sal, and then I was like, you know what? On some weird level, I get this guy. Yeah, and I'm not sure if I'm proud of that, but whatever.
Tards understand tards. All right, guys. For Eric, unboxing Eric the actor, I'm Casey Day.
I'm DJ Electra.
And I'm Luigi Greenberg.
And bye for now. We did it, guys.
Thanks for watching Unboxing Eric.
Got a heart not size of his frame, always ready for his claim to fame. So small in stature but big with pride. From his words you just can't hide.
Hello, Stern.
Tiny guy with a big bark seed, always grumpy throwing shade at me. Eric screaming on the phone you hear, but we love that midget, let's be clear.
Thank you to our moderator.
In his world he's a mighty star, talking tough though he can't reach too far. Crick square man, pick a lot on. Johnny, you're up like an endurance bar. Eric's got his swagger in a world so grand, proving sides ain't ever part of the plan. With his antics he steals the show, a little twerp but our love will always grow. Eric's world where he's the king. Every call we can't wait for the ring.
Bye for now.
You know what to do.